Madeline Wickham, known for writing the best-selling novel Confessions of a Shopaholic under her pen name Sophie Kinsella, has died aged 55. Wickham, dubbed the Queen of Romantic Comedy by novelist Jojo Moyes, wrote more than 30 books for adults, children, and teenagers, which have sold more than 45 million copies. In April 2024, Wickham announced that she was diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive type of brain cancer, at the end of 2022, and had undergone radiotherapy and chemotherapy after surgery. Wickham was born in London in 1969. She studied music at New College, Oxford, before switching to philosophy, politics, and economics. After graduation, she became a financial journalist, but she said she found the job dull. During the long commute to central London, she would read paperbacks by the likes of Mary Wesley and Joanna Trollope and began wanting to write a book. At 24, she wrote her first novel, The Tennis Party, about a group of friends who take part in a weekend tournament. My overriding concern was that I didn't write the autobiographical first novel. Wickham told The Guardian in 2012, "I was so determined not to write about a 24-year-old journalist. It was going to have male characters and middle-aged people, so I could say, look, I'm not just writing about my life, I'm a real author." The Tennis Party was the first of 7 novels Wickham wrote under her real name, published yearly between 1995 and 2001, including Cocktails for Three, The Wedding Girl, Sleeping Arrangements, and The Gatecrasher. Sleeping Arrangements was adapted as a musical by Chris Burgess. The Madeline Wickham books are rather different from her later Sophie Kinsella books, said the author. They're a bit more serious, a bit darker, and are all ensemble pieces without a main heroine, but groups of characters whose lives interlink in some way. Wickham submitted her first manuscript written under the name Sophie Kinsella, The Secret Dream World of a Shopaholic, without revealing her identity to her publishers. The book, issued as Confessions of a Shopaholic in some countries, was published in 2000 and became the first of 10 installments in the Shopaholic series. The stories follow Becky Bloomwood, a financial journalist with a spending problem. I thought, wait a minute, shopping has become the national pastime and nobody has written about it. It felt very much like an experimental project. The series' first and second novels, the latter titled Shopaholic Abroad, were adapted for film. Confessions of a Shopaholic, directed by P.J. Hogan and starring Isla Fisher and Hugh Dancy, was released in 2009. Beginning in 2003, Wickham also published standalone novels as Sophie Kinsella. These include Can You Keep a Secret?, The Undomestic Goddess, and Remember Me. Her most recent standalone, published in 2023, is titled The Burnout, which she was inspired to write after experiencing it herself and seeing it around her everywhere. Protagonist Sasha goes to a Devon beach resort she loved as a child to recuperate from burnout, but finds the once grand hotel now dilapidated and has to share the beach with the grumpy Finn. The wonderful response to the burnout has really buoyed me up during a difficult time, wrote Wickham in the announcement of her cancer diagnosis. Public messages of support came from Fisher, who played Becky in Confessions of a Shopaholic, as well as romance writer Moyes and thriller writer Gillian McAllister. Wickham's novels have often been classified as chick lit, owing to the rom-com-esque situations her often ditzy heroines find themselves in. Yet, Wickham considered the term chick lit to mean third-person contemporary funny novels. You can be highly intelligent and also ditzy and klutzy. You can be unable to cook, you can like lipstick, and I think it's more realistic to represent women having all these facets. Wickham also created the children's book series Mummy, Fairy, and Me, published between 2018 and 2020. In 2015, she wrote a young adult novel, Finding Audrey, about a teenage girl with social anxiety. Wickham met her husband, Henry Wickham, on her first night at Oxford University and married him when she was 21. She is survived by her husband and their 5 children.
I got sent some books, and here's why you need to read them as well. Thank you so much to Sophie Kinsella for sending these. I love them.
Last night I finished The Burnout by Sophie Kinsella and I loved it. This book I got in the Waterstones hardback sale, and it is about Sasha, who is completely burnt out with her job. She literally runs out of the office building, and then she takes time off of work. She goes to a little seaside town where she used to visit as a child, and she stays in this rundown hotel that is full of these really quirky, funny characters. And of course there's a guy also stays at the hotel who is also burnt out from work. They call themselves the Burnout Buddies, and it's so cringy but cute. And so they sort of help each other through their journey of getting their lives back, I guess, because what I loved about this book so much was work has been getting me down recently, and it's kind of nice to see written that checking your emails at late at night is not good. Like, you shouldn't be feeling drained from your job. You shouldn't be to a point where you're not socializing and not seeing your family and friends. So this was really nice to see that in a book. So I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Yeah, I think 4's, yeah, I loved it. So yeah, I'd recommend this to anyone like that's in a job that's feeling a bit down or like tired about it, or just anyone that wants a fun romance read. So yeah, The Burnout, 3rd book of the year, 4 stars.